Now Chubb running right. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Second and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal from 28 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And pretty darn well executed there. Just a nonchalant flip over the shoulder. But that's not easy. You have to time that right, and they did.
They certainly did, and it wasn't just the flip, right? They timed that up. But then the pass downfield to pick up the first down. So you really get 2 times the ball's in the air, and they did it successfully. Really well done.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or 2 to punch this one in.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Dalvin Cook,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
from way up at the 23. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Garoppolo. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Play action, Garoppolo, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man here is Conklin. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From way up at the 23. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
give. This is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb.
On any running play this called, they're always hoping it's going to work big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, we do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. That pass complete to Moore. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Charles,
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they probably continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
From the 6.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dalvin Cook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. There's Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the draw now with Chubb.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A run for Nick Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll give it to Chubb. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side, all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21, and out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a... There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Washington. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Hey, go.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Here we go.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You're saying afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.